What's up with y'all? Hope y'all having a chill day so far. Man, shit. Day, night, evening, Saturday, I don't care. But I hope y'all feeling good though. But if you ain't, I hope I'ma make it better. Cause I'ma spit some gang to y'all. Look, we all know season 3 of Invincibles is straight gas. That shit is on a insanity run. I don't know, that motherfucker might three-peat. That show is already an A tier in my book, but let that shit get any better? Oh my god, bro. That motherfucker might go band for band with Teen Titans Go. Yes, I did say Teen Titans Go, bitch. But anyways, let me cook. We start off with straight violence. Mark going in for round 2 with the parademons. After the straight punishment he gave him round 1. Worst of all, this nigga breaks into the Pentagon. Probably the most secure base in the world. Humanity is praying that he don't pull another Homelander. How he get through that bitch so easily? I know they robots and they don't have any emotions, but damn, he didn't have to do them like that. He ain't aiming for nothing but straight headshots. The only way to stop his rampage is to bump that new baby. Straight ass. The only reason he was on a rampage was to figure out if Cecil was spying on him. But Cecil told him, young nigga, if we were spying on you, you would not know. And I believe him because they were actually spying on him. And this nigga Mark did not know. But the spying device Mark went up there with was not Cecil's. So there's another menace spying on him, I guess. But mid-convo, you remember he had a date with Bay. He was like, y'all bullshit ain't finna make me miss out on some cheeks. But he still manages to get cock blocked. Cause while he was on the date, the two time travelers earlier in the season kidnapped his ass and forced him to help them. So I'm gonna give you a little exposition. These time travelers come way in the future where all of Earth is chopped. This shit look worse than my meat in 40-degree weather.
What did he say?
But the reason why the Earth looked like an overcooked potato is because a ruler start terrorizing everyone. To be honest, he lucky I wasn't there. I would have easily gave him the quickest 2-piece imaginable and sent him flying to Madagascar. I don't know about you, but I'm built different. But we quickly go to the king's castle and we find out that the person who was terrorizing all these people was immortal, aka Abraham Lincoln, aka bitch ass nigga number 4. I don't know why, I don't like him.
Mom, I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I be trying to tell his face. I don't like the way he walks, like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
But it all turns out that the reason why he ended up being so bad was because of Mark. Mark basically left him to be the leader of the Earth, which we all know was a terrible idea. He even said it himself. He was not built for that type of action. Immortal probably has so much brain trauma, CTE, we don't even know about. And Mark thought it was a good idea to make him a leader? This motherfucker is immortal. He probably wanted to die for centuries now. So he did want to. The reason why he put the world through so much pain and hell was because he wanted Mark's attention. Jeez Louise. Even the guys want him now? Immortal trying to die, but Mark heroic ass does not want to kill him. So Immortal responded with straight hands. The nigga Mark did not sign up for this. Mark tried to weave and dodge through it, but that's not working. Mark tries to use talk no jutsu, but that's not working.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one.
Immortal's fully crashing. All he wants is death. Immortal sees the two time travelers creep up in his room, and bro was thinking some diabolical shit. He charges at them, grabbing one by the throat. Luckily, Mark comes in time to save his ass, but Mark's still trying to use that talk no jutsu. Once again, that is not working. Immortal's brain is literally a bowl of ravioli right now. He proceeds to give Mark that Goku treatment, throw him across the room like a rag doll. As soon as Mark gets up, he gets hit with a 2-piece, and then grabs him by the hair, treating his ass like he was a hoe. And starts verbally abusing bro.
What kind of man lets others die because he won't act?
Not gonna lie, this triggered Mark's inner school threat badge, and he rips his head off. God damn! Even if Mark doesn't have a no-kill policy per se, this low-key hurt the hell out of bro, because bro really didn't want to kill him. But I'm low-key envious of bro, because later when he got home, he got him some cheeks. Meanwhile, Alan the alien breaks out of prison easily to save Omni-Man. Not gonna lie, bro's a W-mans. The dedication to have him on his team is absurd. He purposely act like he was knocked out and was forced to go to prison, all from his master plan, because we all know he was gonna pack up Anissa. That's like putting LeBron James next to Sabrina Carpenter. That is not a fair matchup, gang. Even though my boy looks like an overused condom, he is an absolute fucking unit. And plus he's an advocate for Omni-Man's redemption. I fuck with him. But cut back to the story though. Omni-Man's about to get executed by the Viltrumites. But before all that, they started going hammy on his face. Like, damn, this nigga already finna die and he ain't even getting executed yet. But nah, Omni-Man solid as hell though.
Anything to say in your defense?
Let the ritual continue.
Not gonna lie, that was cold. 10,000 aura points. While they jumping Omni-Man, Alan opened all the prisoner cells, including the worst one of all, Battle Beast. My goat! Time out, ref. How did this LeBron built ass nigga get here? Please tell me in the comment section. I do not remember this nigga being here. Battle Beast lives and dies by the fade. His sole purpose and the only reason he's alive is just to run the fade. What's crazy is the only reason why he joined Alan because he was so horny to run a fade with a Viltrumite. He does not care. If he can run a meaningful one-on-one, then he's good. But these background characters are better than me for real. I want to know their salary because they better be getting paid like $300 an hour. If I seen a 7-foot, 350-pound linebacker running at me, oh my god, I'm dropping my gun and running the opposite way. I got a family. I don't have beef with you, man. They kill all the background characters, blah blah this, blah blah that. They finally make it to the executioner room. Not gonna lie, when Battle Beast seen the Viltrumites, that motherfucker turned into a happy little kid. I know he wanted to hop up and down.
Pause.
Niggas talking about savoring this fight. He starts his ignorance by kicking bro's face out the frame, then trying to backhand the other dude, but my guy ducks for his life, and Cha-Cha's out that bitch. He uppercuts him, but do you think that's gonna do something to him, my guy? Battle Beast trying to show them that he's not the one to be played with, and grabs bro's head like a basketball. It don't stop there, cause he literally needs him. Man, I'm not gonna lie, why is Invincible so goddamn bloody? For the blood that all these niggas have lost, they should be dead. They should have been fainted. This shit is worser than Dragon Ball Z. I know they vital organs is mashed potatoes by now, cause ain't no way. Alan goes to Omni-Man to try to break him out, but the executioners are D1 haters. My guy tries to two-piece Alan, but you know he ain't going for that. He counters with that Ryan Garcia special. Ugh! The man Alan was trying to end his career, but Alan has to remember, these niggas got Kryptonian blood in them. You see how clean that nigga side canceled that bitch? He side cancels out that bitch and hits him with a gut check. Not gonna lie, I'm a D1 hater, but that was kind of clean. But hey, this is uncalled for though. He gets on top of him and starts giving him a makeover, my boy. It is not that serious. And once again, there is so much blood. Ain't no way these niggas are still alive. Alan was getting hit with that fight back meme. The executioner should have seen Omni-Man in the cut, because the fact was that Alan was his homie and mans did not want to see him die. So he breaks out them shackles like he was Hulk and gave him a nasty punch that sent him flying to the other room. Who thought of having them shackles on him? That was not finna hold, bro. Omni-Man is not even at his full strength and he yet broke them shits like it was a piece of paper. Hey, but now he made a choice though.
Yeah, and your people are doing that on 1,000 different planets right now. But you can help us stop them.
I deserve death.
Get away from him!
He's gonna be on his redemption arc. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At this point, the executioner should have dipped. This was not a fair fight, my boy. But nah, they had to take their job too seriously. If my shift ends at 3 and it's 3:01 and all I see is a bunch of fat ass motherfuckers, I am not helping y'all. Y'all got it. It's an evil world out here. Hey, but this above my pay grade. The two Kryptonians start throwing hands and they low-key evenly matched. So one punch from the executioner sends Omni-Man flying. But don't worry, Alan got his back by tag teaming him in and giving him a deadly counter. All is going good, but these annoying ass background characters start blasting the game. So Alan had to do the only thing that was deemed necessary and punches a hole in space. All the background characters died, but you know the main cast is built different. They ain't shook by a little code. They just like me for real. Tiger nigga and executioner number 2 was trading blows left and right while going off in space. But who
I fucked that, bro, damn.
who hops back in the frame is executioner number 1 giving bro a 4-piece. The Omni-Man comes behind him and puts bro in a full Nelson. This gives Alan the chance to get some of his get back, but the executioner still manages to break free. Goes to show you how strong these Viltrumites is. Alan ain't done yet though, cause he grabs bro by the foot, swinging him around like an inflatable. Them car wash inflatables always had beef with me, I swear. Like, boo nigga, ain't nothing to smile about, ain't shit funny. Alan lets his ass go, and I know bro's mind was feeling like a rattlesnake, cause he launches at Alan with no type of finesse. I'm telling you, this nigga is not worried about that at all. He dodged that and he was looking at him like, bro, what are you thinking? Now you deserve to die. And both Omni-Man and Alan give each other the craziest fist bump imaginable. Like, damn, I did not know a fist bump would be that powerful. That literally turned his ass to a chopped cheese. That goes to show you, homie's love is internal. Anyways, let me cook. We start off with Luke Cage getting pressed by old head. Since bro a gang leader and what all, I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory. So this old head wanted Luke Cage to break Paul out of prison. Not gonna lie, I know this nigga name is not Luke Cage, but he looks like him. That's not racist. But nah, shit was kind of fucked up though. Cause if he ain't break Paul out of prison, him and his whole family would die. Like, I know these niggas monsters and shit, but like, bro, you going too far. But once Luke Cage stood up for himself, that senior citizen was heated. He tells Isotope to get rid of him, but not gonna lie, bro backdoored his ass. At this point, Luke Cage was assed out. But not gonna lie, this where shit gets serious. You notice how this gigantic ass nigga is behind the old head? Well, he's not his bodyguard. Well, technically he is. But see, this one little thing about this old head, this motherfucker could turn into a dragon. There's dragons in Invincible now? Not gonna lie, if I seen this in my office, I shit my pants. But nah, the reason why that big nigga there is so that he could protect the old head's body. Anyways, enough of my rambling. So bro turns into a dragon, and Luke Cage wasn't being no bitch. He gets hard as fuck, pause. He runs at him like a dumbass and gets flinged out the way. But nah, his durability is insane. So he gets back up and tries to hit him with a 6-piece special. But who gonna tell him that's not working? The dragon swoops in and takes a bite out of his ass. Pause. But luckily, since bro's hard as a rock, that ain't piercing through his skin. I'm convinced Luke Cage is from the Boondocks. Cause look at this.
You fucking dragon!
But I'm afraid all the punches of black excellence caused the dragon to get irritated. And instead of eating his ass, he yeets him out the building. Well, at this point, they think he's dead. So the old head was like, you know what? I'm gonna be like Thanos. I'm gonna do it myself. So he makes a trip to the penitentiary to free my boy. We cut to Mark getting a notification that a literal dragon is terrorizing these niggas in prison. And low-key, Mark feel a little bad. Cause earlier in the episode, Titan / Luke Cage wanted Mark's help. And you know how that last one went. So Mark got a little bit of racism in him and wanted to take bro to jail. But the streets got his back.
Not getting away.
Mark and Eve head up to the prison. Shenron out here torching these niggas. Like, bro, what the hell these niggas do? They just existing. I'm convinced bro doesn't even know why he's here anymore. But that pain comes to a halt once Mark gets him by the tail. Now, not gonna lie, this was top tier disrespect. He had no choice but to launch at his ass. And Dragon Dude was confident. He was like,
Titan told me about you.
And you should know you're already dead.
all they dodging him. Mark hits him with multiple punches, but that shit bouncing back. Not gonna lie, Shenron kinda thick. Look at that recoil. Dragon tries to hit him with the same thing that he hit Luke Cage. That's not working, cause we talking about Mark now. They was playing a little cat and mouse game, and it ends with the dragon trying to eat him, but Mark spins back and punches him in the neck. Fuck you think you was doing, bitch? But sadly, the dragon taking up too much space, and Mark accidentally gets hit by his tail. That humbled him a little bit, low-key. Eve comes back in the frame and leads the dragon somewhere else. Then she made herself into the thing that took down Goliath, going 0 to 100 real quick. But hey, they do a low-key peek. It was cooking, making bro's face turn the opposite way. Hey, they ain't stopped just yet though. They was trying to get a good flick up. Them motherfuckers was acting like V Lone Warriors. Promise you, gang, nobody want to see the V in the back of your fucking shirt. You do not have to show that all the time. Even though that punch was tough, they was low-key helping him at this point. They inadvertently destroyed the prison cells, which freed the op stopper Paul. But yo, once he got out, bro was excited as fuck. But nah, Eve had to come and ruin everything.
Dear Santa, you are a bitch ass nigga.
She puts all his duplicates in separate prisons and boxes the main nigga completely in. Or so we think. Because later on, we see that wasn't even him. That was a copy. So now we know the demon back home. Meanwhile, since Eve left, Mark is not holding his own. I know that motherfucker feel like 2018 Brian. Put up a fucking 60 ball. But that's not helping. Hey, he lucky the dragon a dumbass though. Because he keep trying to do them weak ass jabs. It's like Vegeta's Ki Blast. If it's not working the first time, why you keep trying it? Luckily, Mark teaches him a lesson about that shit. And we playing in a WWE now? My guy, I have seen everything in this episode. When I mean everything, I mean everything. Future me, show a clip of Paul in the prison. Mark being a little reckless though, caused the guard tower to fall down. which had people in it. But you know Mark not gonna let them die. So he catches it before it lands, but nah, the dragon really had to sneak him and tear into his skin. I'm not gonna lie, it is a fight though. If me and my opposition is boxing and he turns around and tries to save some people, bitch, I'm slapping the fuck out you. But nah, after he chomped bro's whole chest, he flinged him away like a toy, and he was steadily talking that ish. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna let a bootleg Shenron talk shit about me, man. Like, that's just me though, personally. Mark seen he had to really step it up, so he started pulling all types of shit out of his Duffy. He started throwing rocks, comboing into a super punch into the ground, and making bro stumble. Then bro jumped up, look at the airtime, then dropped down to give bro the meanest sock to the face. I know bro's brain looks like a math equation, but hey, Mark was relieved. That demon is gone. But think again, cause bro automatically regenerates. How much help does Curry need? But not gonna lie, finally bro's jab was working. Bro was like 0 for 40 in this quarter. But we cut back to the tower where big manly nigga and the old head, who was also the dragon, is just looking out in the sunset. Then suddenly out of nowhere, machine head comes in, and I know man nigga was surprised. He should have been in jail with Paul. But let me explain. This was all a 200 IQ strat from the one and only Luke Cage. But cut right back, Mark is defeated and is about to get eaten by dude. But luckily back in the HQ, bro gets clapped with a switch. And since the dragon is the old head's consciousness, the dragon dies. So basically, Mark got bailed out. But nah, that shit funny as fuck though. Luke Cage comes in the prison and tells Mark how much he thanks him for the help. And I know Mark heated as hell and wants to take bro to jail. But nah, big black nigga was like, I'ma do my own thing. And teleports out that bitch unscathed. We start off with a dude named Scott playing with his niece. Mind you, this ain't no regular human though. Bro got powers, but it ain't no S tier power. It's like DDG, straight Z list. His power is to absorb friction and turn into electricity. It seems cool and all, but shit is straight ass. Hear it from him himself.
Make a bigger one.
Sorry, kiddo. That's as big as I can make them.
They head to the crib, and before Scott joined them, he gets some coffee. And this is where shit go downhill, cause as soon as bro takes one step out of that coffee shop, the literal sound barrier breaks, which pushes him to the floor, which breaks all the windows and the windows of the cars. Damn, I know I can't sing, but I didn't know I sung this bad. But as soon as bro falls down, a strange big ass meteor comes flying down, which knocks him and everybody out in the vicinity. As soon as bro wakes up from his sleepy time, he gets hit with the most gruesome sight ever. These niggas laid out completely. But bro just remembered that his sister and niece is in the building. Bro was trying to beat Captain Save-A-Ho and run over to the building like that shit finna do anything. But suddenly out of nowhere, that same meteor crashes into the building, having a nasty impact which sends bro flying out the frame. But man, this nigga landed gracefully as hell. If that shit was a regular person, that motherfucker would be immediately dead. But bro looks up one final time to see that building plummeting to the ground, and all you hear is Scott screaming like Sam Witwicky from out the rubble and debris. Bro seen the most traumatizing shit ever. He sees Invincible carrying his sister's mutilated arm. Not gonna lie, that shit is crazy. Man, I know this incident birthed a lot of supervillains, even though this incident wasn't Invincible's fault. It's crazy how many people died this day, and I low-key understand bro's pain. Bro seen both his sister and niece get clapped in the same day. I'd be fucking pressed. At this point forward, I will try to study any type of counters I have on bro. I'll turn it into goddamn Batman. Have my whole villain arc right there. And see, that's exactly what bro did. Mind you, he works for the GDA, so that motherfucker went up there and stole their technology. Since his electric powers is cheeks, he low-key did need that, because the shit that he stole boosts his power to 1,000%. Man, this nigga hatred for bro was so bad that he got his wife to help him with his nefarious acts. She put in them Gatorade boosters and bro was maxed out. Niggas don't understand how dedicated this man was to finding Invincible. Hey, but that nigga was dead ass ready for the drill. He even did a pregame warm-up to start the ignorance. Even though he looked like he was trying to attempt, he was actually charging up. Bro went from a D-list to a possible B-tier. But anyways, my guy starts going on a rampage. Meanwhile, Mark and the gang is out there bowling, and suddenly on the TV, the same dude is on the screen. And he was like,
I don't want to hurt anyone. All I want is
yeah, not gonna lie, Mark didn't want any part of that. He be saving the world so much that he trying to let the bench warmers cook. But back in the main town, Scott was torching these niggas. And what was crazy, he didn't want to kill nobody. He just wanted to run a fade with Mark. His whole aura was so trash that he summoned Mr. Fantastic if he rode the short bus. Like, look at this nigga. If I was a supervillain and I see this fucking stud try to challenge me, I'm giving up. I'm losing all type of motivation. You got it, gang. That's like if you wanted to spar with somebody and they they put you against an old lady from the streets. Jeez, am I that sorry? I am not jacking this nigga at all. He ain't even wearing any clothes. That's all his organs. I'm sorry, gang, but that's disgusting. Scott gets heavily offended and strikes a lightning bolt at his ass and tells him that he doesn't want to fight. He wants... But my guy got jokes. He shifts into Invincible and bro starts crashing out. But Shapesmith starts locking in a little bit. He proceeds to swerve and bend the corner and punches him out the frame. Not gonna lie, if you getting your ass beat by a nigga named Shapesmith, you have to retire. Hang it up, you're not avenging your family. But luckily for him, all that trauma to the brain causes bro to bust the biggest nut ever.
Is this nigga serious?
And sends Shapesmith flying, crashing into a building and landing on a cop car. Nigga looking like a used condom. That motherfucker got laid out worse than Yamcha. But nah, let me chill. But since bro wasn't even trying to hurt anybody, that motherfucker dipped.
One day later,
Eve and Mark's family goes to the memorial, but see, Mark low-key feeling a little bad because he didn't know how great that number 2000 really was. But see, this nigga Scott had to come in there and show him. Motherfucker start preaching like MLK. I know that shit must have sounded like,
Enough games, boy. You think a pack of children can...
Wait, what?
Not gonna lie, the hypocrisy of this man is actually insane. Bro try to prove that Invincible is really evil, but look at what this man is doing. He disrespected all the dead homies at this point. Why you have to show up to a memorial? That's kind of fucked up if I do say so myself.
Mark low-key want to handle bro, but Eve was the only one thinking with a damn brain. Cause if bro went out there, Scott would not know how to act. His ass might fuck around and unintentionally unalive 100,000 people. I know that's too far, but still, that shit was way too dangerous. So Eve hops out the cut, start blasting. He tells bro to chill out. You not finna see Invincible, gang. But that CTE from earlier is still getting to him. Fuck it, if you with him, you duck with him. He start blasting electricity, but Eve steadily dodging through that and hitting with a blast. But you know this nigga likes that pain. So my guy charges up and trucks the ever-living shit out of Eve. Not gonna lie, it was funny to see Mark on the sidelines. He was pissed. He not trying to see his girl get beat up. I know he was thinking some treacherous acts. Eve gets in the fight charging that bro, and she was low-key using 200 IQ strats. She acted like she was about to launch at bro, but ended up putting his ass in a box. Cause she figured out by now that he gets more power when you try to fade him. She's as smart as me for real, but that wall was not strong enough to hold bro. What the fuck was that material? Glass? Nah, she disrespectful. Hey, Scott start crashing out, and Eve not even worried about that, weaving through all that bullshit. But he not done yet, cause he counters with a big ass blast that damn near uses all his energy. And when her shield breaks, she went ahead and glued this nigga's hands to the pavement. And coincidentally, as soon as she got done with dude, the Guardians came. Not gonna lie, the Guardians are so sorry. I know they ass was sitting in the background just watching her fight and waiting for her to be done so they could take all the credit. There, I said it, at me. Hey man, it's crazy though. Scott really down 0-2. Bro is yet to fight Invincible. That's gotta be crazy. And he going to prison? Luckily, my guy ain't done just yet though. He dedicated his life to avenge his family. He not finna let this one slip away. So while he was going to prison, bro starts repeatedly banging his head, which, to remind you, makes his powers extra powerful. My guy looking like a fish flopping out of water with his goofy ass. But can't hit on the grind though, cause the electric shock build up make the guard crash the prison truck. I'm not finna lie, that's disrespectful as hell. You not finna have 7 different cop cars trailing dude? Man, these people gotta know that one car ain't finna do it. Have these niggas ever watched Batman? But after he escapes, he goes straight to his crib. He out there stressed cause he know he could. At this point, the GTA knows who bro is, because he literally works for them. So any minute now, they can be pulling up to his house. He know he's curtains for real, but his wife rebuttals.
The GTA will be here any minute. I'm not gonna fight them, but you and Jack should go.
No. This isn't over yet.
She is the definition of a ride or die. She not even giving a fuck about the baby at this point. Later on, Mark meets up with Donald in secret to find more information about Scott. Mark learns that Scott been tracking him for months now. Mark wants to meet up with him because he low-key feel bad that he massacred all those people, unintentionally of course. But you know Donald had to break the news to him that he escaped. No wonder why people keep breaking out of prison. They was moving with the IQ of a goldfish. But right on time, Donald gets a message from Scott. He tells Invincible to stop being a bitch and come outside, or there will be be repercussions. He would kill the girl and the baby, which is his wife and his baby. But they all planned this from the beginning. Not gonna lie, they sick. Why would they even bring a baby to a battle zone? Even though it will alert Invincible? That's risky. He couldn't stay with his aunt or something? Nah, I'm dead wrong for that. Mark wasn't playing no games though. Going 100 miles per hour on a residential street. Mark tells Scott to let the civilians go, and Mark was low-key on point with that talk ninjutsu. Bro was like,
I know they were your sister and niece, Scott. I know this is where they lived. And I know they were killed in Chicago along with so many other people when my dad and I fought here.
My guy did his homework. I was surprised. But he does not have that clutch gene. This nigga folded 0.5 seconds after the shot clock. How do you even do that? He was like,
and for that, I'm so sorry. But hurting other people won't bring your sister and niece back.
Man, not gonna lie, Mark, why would you even say this? This is literally the first step not to break and talk ninjutsu one-on-one. And he said it so disrespectfully. Scott was crying like a bitch. And after that, bro was fully locked in. He understood it now. He proceeds to blast Invincible with his shot, but Invincible studied a little too well. He knows fighting bro would not be good. So Mark going a little easy on him, still trying to use that talk ninjutsu. But Scott made it clear, he ain't finna stop until he sees this nigga dead. He blasts him to the ground, creating a big layer of smoke. Scott being emotional, starts being a little reckless. And at this point, it's like, fuck them kids. Mark ain't even worried about Scott at this point. He just worried about the civilians. So he proceeds to rush over to them. But Scott was like, nah, bitch, you better fight me. And Mark gladly accepts his request by flip kicking this nigga into the rubble. I know this might come back to bite him, but that was low-key tough. He goes to inside a woman, and my bro Mark gets met with a spit in the face. I know he was confused, but shit low-key started clicking. These niggas weren't civilians. She was an accomplice to a crime. But before he thought of it, bro gets dragged out the frame and gets hit with something worse than brain damage. My guy Scott literally tries to melt his brain. He deadass put all his sweat and energy into this shock. And after he was done though, something sad happened after. Him done looking like he just got post-nut clarity, begins to see something in the back of him. He looks back, both of his wife and kid got turned into ashes because of the big ass electricity shock. And worst of all, this barely ain't do shit to Invincible. Bro got up just fine. Scott was heated as hell, so he put all his anger in one final attack, but that simply did not do anything to bro. And after realizing shit was useless, my guy started throwing a tantrum. This goes to show you, once you get so obsessed over one thing, where your whole life revolves around it, may lead you to push everything and everyone you love away from you. It kind of really makes you think, is it really worth it for real? That shit deep. Now hold on. Let me cook. We start off with a flashback when Mark gave Levi a Kratos level of punishment. Even then, that was the most reasonable crash out I've ever seen. Omni-Man taught his son well, but Mark or Ricky when it come to killing, he did not finish the job. And Levi manages to escape to another dimension where the robots fixed him. Not gonna lie, the way Mark did him was vile. That was absolutely criminal. My guy looks like a chopped cheese. My guy flattened him to the pavement. How are you still talking? But fast forwarding back into the present, Levi coming back 10 times stronger and with a different plan. He gets all the evil marks from different dimensions and assemble them to destroy Mark's life and reputation. Not gonna lie, that's evil as hell. But yeah, the evil marks land in his dimension and start scattering all over the world, wreaking havoc. And my guy was hyping their head up like it was a pregame. Clip, huh?
Destroy everything in your path. Make them see Invincible. Make them fear Invincible. Make them hate.
Meanwhile, Mark chilling in a room with Eve, but his mind is somewhere else though. He thinking about Powerplex and how he destroyed his entire life. Not gonna lie, it wasn't his fault though, but still, that motherfucker lost his family and his fucking wife and kids. Now that's tough. Even him start talking, but that convo comes to a halt as soon as they get a phone call. And Eve could not believe what she was hearing. All over the world, different types of marks was terrorizing niggas. All over Japan, Paris, fucking Russia, they was not letting up. They even got racist Mark going crazy.
I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire.
Is this nigga serious?
Ray tries to join Rex, but he was like, nah, man, you retired. Do not go back out there. He'd be right back, foreshadowing like a motherfucker. Meanwhile, Mark heads to a prison and gets met with a crazy sight. That shit look like doomsday hit it. What could be possibly going wrong? And he starts to see someone out the mist who laughs like the fucking Joker. And bro could not believe it. It's him with a messed up hair day. No wonder why he's a villain. If I had that cut, I'm killing everyone in the vicinity. No one's being spared. That's that, oh, you got all F's and I'm gonna give you a bad cut treatment. No way bro thought he was fly. Mark press asks how he got here, but bro got jokes and tries to hit him with a weak ass punch, but Mark dodges and weaves through that bullshit and tackles him to the floor. They stumble and tumble, and from out the wall, Hawk Mark punches him right to the nuts. Damn, that's crazy. I know he would be like this. No bag, no finesse, just straight dirty plays. This is the type of shit Zaza Pachulia was. But not gonna lie, he was beating his ass for him. And Mark starts to lock in, but quickly still gets overwhelmed. Mark ain't even in the fight for real. He's just so confused on why his other self is there. But before he gets his answer, Ugly Mark gives him the worst headbutt of his life. He then proceeds to choke him, but Mark was like, nah, fuck that. You're not treating me like a bitch. And shattered bro's eardrums. No more hearing from him. Some of the heroes arrived to de-escalate the situation. And mind you, they don't know who the fuck the op was. So they looked at Mark and thought it was free eats. Mark trying to tell them that he not the villain, but they not listening. And proceeds to give him the most phenomenal jumping ever. Powerplex comes out the prison, and my guy was acting like Uncle Ruckus.
Bread on. Get out there! That nigga is get out there! Hang that nigga now! I got the rope right here.
Keep that thug locked up. But honestly, he ain't know what was going on. So he seen Hawk Mark and started immediately throwing hands. But Scott a little sorry, so he gets easily dealt with. But luckily, Mark and the heroes deal with Hawk Mark and his disgusting ass lineup.
Brother,
I can't say it enough. Who decided to do this? Day 2 of this apocalypse, and the whole world is chopped. The Marks really fucked over the whole world in less than 24 hours. Shit, not gonna lie, that don't sound unbelievable because these are like Supermans. Not gonna lie, 18 Marks terrorizing the civilization of humanity is kind of crazy. The heroes of the GDA tried to split up and take him in groups, but not gonna lie, this Mark we talking about, a majority of them get clapped. Some heroes dying, kids. Man, this shit reminiscent to Justice League Apocalypse War. Invincible and Eve go head out to help the heroes fight off the Hood and Mark. Not gonna lie, they was putting belt to ass. They was hitting him with that fight back meme. Not gonna lie, they could have killed them, but they was so busy defending the other heroes that they didn't have a chance to because Invincible came. So now there's 2 Marks. Not gonna lie, if they ass didn't split up and they stuck in one group fighting as a team, them motherfuckers will go on a Warriors type run. There's no stopping them. You just gotta nuke the planet at that point. How the fuck you gonna stop 18 of them? Just no possible way. But luckily they were all dumbasses. But back to reality. I know Mark's strong and all, but it will take a fucking miracle for him to defeat 2 of himself. And he already knows that. So he tries to tell Eve to leave. But not gonna lie, I respect her. She's a W girlfriend. Mark heads for the masked Invincible and easily takes him down. That shit was nothing to him. And goes over to Eve and tries to take Invincible out the picture. But gang, who gonna tell him? They are not playing fair. Masked Invincible comes in the frame and punches him down. Not gonna lie, I do not understand why superheroes wear capes. Only reasonable instant is Batman, cause he's the GOAT. But they drop down to his level and start giving him the meanest footwork imaginable. Eve bails them out by pushing them both in a building, but that doesn't last forever. Mark wants Eve to go, but quickly the Invincibles pounce on her, giving bro all types of CTE. While the masked Invincible deals with Mark, Invincible goes to Eve. She tries to run, but bro is Omni-Man's son for real, and grabs her leg and breaks it, then ferociously slams her to the ground. That has some Gwen Stacy vibes to it. Mark eventually pushes him out the way and gets bailed out by the GDA. But man, this is still bad. The no goggles Invincible is terrorizing the Guardians of the Globe. He already stretched out Chapesmith and is cracking jokes while at it.
He's awesome. Wait, what did he say when I ripped him in half? Shit, it was like so weird, right? Help! I don't want to not be living! Wasn't that it? Or it was, oh no, I'm going to not be alive! You're a weird dude.
Not gonna lie, I'd be mad as Immortal too. But not gonna lie, this is the point where he gets serious. I don't know which is more scarier, when he gets serious or when Spider-Man gets serious. He drops down and punches the hell out of him, then stands over his body and kicked his neck into his throat, separating his head from his body. Then proceeds to throw his head by his lover. That's traumatizing, not gonna lie. Why are these other dimension Invincibles so sociopathic? They don't have an ounce of humanity. Now that's tough. But luckily, Darkwing caught him lacking and sends his ass to the shadow dimension. Back in the lab, Rex even had to explode himself to get everyone to safety. Now that's crazy. Why y'all have to kill off Rex like that? And life was just getting good for him. Day 3 of this massacre, and everyone is truly tired. The Invincibles sought out and executed their plan perfectly. Even though some died, they did what they were told and damn near destroyed the whole planet. So Levi told them to meet up at Mark's house so they could discuss business. But we all gotta be completely honest. Both of these two groups are very untrustworthy. So being realistic, they was gonna turn on each other. Levi told all these evil Marks that he will grant them any wish they want if they help them out, which we all know and we could all agree that that was a damn lie. This nigga despises all Marks, so why the fuck would he help him? But all the evil Marks caught on to it, and before they can act, Levi did the only smart thing he could do. He sent them all to a different dimension. While Mark is in the hospital with Eve. One thing I really feel like is a terrible decision for Mark. Why is bro staying in the hospital with Eve? Now I know he want to protect her and all because he feel like the evil Marks is gonna come out and get her. But bro, they all over the world terrorizing everybody, and you got the nerve to sit in that chair? The fuck wrong with you? Mind you, she's a fucking superhero. No normal person got the powers to stop Invincible. Even your mama somewhere hiding. You gonna choose your superpowered girlfriend over your mama? This nigga can't be a hero for shit. Spider-Man and Batman will always be better. But anyways, Cecil comes and tells him that they found the main op. Mark was ecstatic. He teleports to him and was tweaking out. He was angry and confused at the same time. He thought he killed him. Bro is alive and well. Bro uses them freaky ass balls to get him off his shoulders and uses the same shit to knock him to the floor. He gets up quickly and tries to end his career real fast. But he had to remember, you cannot be lacking on him. Bro tries to get close to him, but suddenly he spawns in a big ass portal full of them little balls.
Pause.
But they quickly overwhelm Mark. But Invincible ain't going out like that. And Angstrom clearly noticed, so he summons all the balls he has and tries to push bro into the portal. Not gonna lie, he was losing for a bit. But Mark had to remember who the fuck he really was. He is... Bro was acting like a facilitating paint beast. But he had to remember he was a 3-level scorer. So he used his IQ and started breaking all the balls. So Angstrom can't overpower him with that. And eventually bro hopped up like a gator and launched at his ass. And eventually it was curtains. And aimed for the neck. Mark was so heated, bro. He was thinking some nefarious shit. But all he heard was... And not gonna lie, this threw Mark off a bit. Cause mind you, he trying to teach his little bro not to kill and crash out. But bro had to think a bit. But my guy Mark thought too late. And Angstrom hit him with his ball, letting bro fall in the teleporter. But Mark ain't trying to give up just yet. He launches at him with the craziest acceleration and grabs his arm. But unfortunately it was too late. And all he had was his decapitated arm. So shit, a failed drill and damn near all the world destroyed. Nah, that shit tough. We start off with straight violence. Mark and Conquest running a Dragon Ball Z level fade. This one punch alone probably killed like 10,000 people. It's crazy. Just when Mark thought things couldn't get any worse and only could get better, this nigga Conquest shows up. That shit is honestly comical. Marky was low-key through with this shit and he thought he could take him on easily, but bro was not familiar with his game. Conquest headbutts him, grabs his neck and slams him to the pavement. God damn, that one slam did all that? Man, we in one for this episode. This shit finna be crazy. And what's crazy though, while Mark was on the ground, Conquest spit the coldest shit.
Right about now, Anissa would be telling you how the Viltrum Empire would turn this wretched planet into a utopia. I'll tell you no such thing. Truth is, I want you to resist. I'm not here to spread the greatness of the Viltrum Empire. I'm here because I enjoy this.
Man, after this, you should hang it up, bro. This guy's crazy. Bro is a psychopath. This motherfucker got the same mindset as Battle Beast. Probably even worse, not gonna lie. But hearing the motherfucker say this, not gonna lie, I don't wanna fight you, bro. Bro really just straight up said he just wants to fade. Don't want nothing else in life, but just the fade. Conquest goes over to him, and Mark quickly jabs him, sending him up in the air. And this motherfucker genuinely crazy. Bro really just smiled at that bitch. Was like, okay, that's a start. This man is built different. Mark begins to tackle him in multiple different buildings, and my guy is not beating them allegations. Conquest comes out the rubble and finds Invincible and lifts his ass up and treats him like a little bitch. Bro was like, yes, I need more of that action. Mark was like, here nigga, damn, and hit him with a 3-piece. While Mark was boxing him up, Conquest out here enjoying this shit.
My guy was even hyping him up. Bro wasn't even fighting back. He was just savoring his food. They even went to space. And Mark act like he was doing some shit. But nah, Conquest was trying to show him he's coming entirely different. Like, pause right here. Look at the malicious intent on my dude's face. My guy is up to no good for real. If I seen a motherfucker look at me like this, I shit my pants. This nigga horny as hell. Nigga had the audacity to spit some blood out and form a heart. I'm crying. He's ready to give bro the worst punishment of his life. Conquest proceeds to tackle his ass back to earth. They squabbling midair, and Mark needs him to get separation. Mark moving a little cocky though. Bro really think he's him, but Conquest had to bring him back to reality and strikes him with a mean punch, sending him flying into a building down to the ground. His family looking on the news, seeing what's going on. His little brother want to join into the fight. I'm not gonna lie, he is not helping him. This is an entirely different animal. Mama Invincible tried to stop it, but still let him go. I'm not gonna lie, you should have never let him do this. He is not helping him. Little bro gonna get his ass cooked. Back to the city. Mark laying there slumped. I have never seen him like this. Bro looked like he just took the best 9-hour nap of all time. But shit, the ass whooping ain't in and there. But not gonna lie, bro didn't even have a chance to get up. Cause as soon as he looked up, Conquest was coming at bro at the average rate of 1,000 miles per hour. Bro was like, nah, where the fuck you think you going? And plunged him straight to the pavement, which fucking leveled a city. Oh, nah, what the fuck? Nah, this nigga gotta be stronger than Omni-Man. Prime Omni-Man was not doing this. At this point, shit ain't even fair. Cause my guy starts punching him into different cities. Bro, Mark taking all types of punishment. At this point, bro was on his last leg. Bro was like, nah, I give up, gang, you got it. Bro was like, just listen, please, please. But Conquest was like, nah, fuck that. And then body slams him to the pavement. Oh my god, bro, this nigga is just so crazy. Superman versus him, Conquest is easily giving bro the quickest 2-piece imaginable. Bro was like, hell no, you not finna surrender. I still want my fade. I'm having the best time of my life right now. You gonna give me this fade? Like, my goodness. Like, look at this.
I am having the time of my life here.
Hey, don't give up. You can do this.
Bro, this nigga hyping him up mid-fade is diabolical. Out of nowhere though, Oliver comes in and punches him out the frame. He was like, sit down, big bro. I got this. What type of child abuse is this? Bro bitch slapped him into the cement. Bro was dead ass playing basketball with his head. Nah, how the fuck you gonna stop his theme music like that? This nigga's the definition of rated E for everyone. No one's getting spared. Before he even had a chance to land a finger on bro, which he did low key. But Invincible comes in a frame, kicking him in the face. Mark knew Oliver could not handle him, so he tries to push him out the way, but then gets tackled again and disrespectfully grabs bro's face and start going crazy. Conquest wanted to see Mark at his true power because he knew he wasn't giving him all his strength. But this caused Mark to flip out, headbutt him in the face. But that shit didn't do nothing to him. It just made him even hornier. Freak ass. Mark proceeds to go hammy on his face, giving him multiple blows. But we have to realize, this nigga's CTE is worse than Antonio Brown's. All that blunt trauma is not getting to bro. All this nigga was doing is just laughing. I'll be shitting my pants. That's what happens when you face a real villain. I know that Spider-Man straight was not called for. Spider-Man definitely top 3 for sure. But man, at least Conquest kept it real with bro. He was like, man, enough of that weak ass shit. That's all you got, bro? This is not finna be your day, bro. Oliver once again steps into the frame and bails Mark out. But not gonna lie, Mark ain't gonna save you this time, youngin. He told Mark, I don't wanna play with you no more, and bitch slaps him across the city. Then returns Oliver the favor by punches his ass into a building. This shit is child abuse. These Viltrumites are really savage. Bro knocked his teeth out and starts internally bleeding. I know he ain't a normal kid, but shit, this some Gohan versus Cell shit. But at least Gohan won. After that first punch, bro was done. Conquest grabbed him and tried to stretch him out.
Pause.
But eventually Mark quickly got up and pushed him away from the situation. Man, Oliver completely laid out, bro. It was so bad Cecil had to come in and try to help him. But bro just looks up and sees in the background these two motherfuckers fighting like it was Dragon Ball Z. Mark not even doing nothing for real. Conquest just playing with his food. Mind you, remember I told you he watched that Omni-Man fight. He wanted to recreate it again. This is an anniversary. So him and bro traveled to the other side of the ocean and seen a beach full of people and thought it was free eats. First of all, why are all these people at the beach? I wouldn't be outside for a couple of days, even weeks. Invincible's Earth probably is like top 5, top 6 place I do not want to live in just cause of the Viltrumites. It's not like One Piece world where I could easily survive in that shit. No bap.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
But not gonna lie, this shit was a catastrophe. Mark ain't beating them allegations. It was destruction everywhere they went. How many bodies was that? My guy Mark went through it all. But at a point in time, he was just tired of that bullshit and broke out of bro's grasp and punched him with a left mean hook. But our surprise guest came, and to nobody's surprise, it was Eve. But not gonna lie, Mark was scared for her. He seen how Conquest laid out Oliver. He did not want that shit happening again to Eve. Again, Mark tries to push him out the way, but that shit was not happening. He headbutted him from the back and broke bro's leg bone. God. Bro was looking at him like a pathetic little bitch. Eve was like, nah, fuck this, and armors up. The bro Conquest was ecstatic and tries to land a punch on her, but he could not reach her. It turns out she was increasing the density of the air. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know she had that in her bag. He starts hitting him multiple times with a spike ball, but eventually bro breaks that shit and realized that she was not finna last for long. Eve got the endurance of a pet turtle. Not gonna lie, she was pulling out all types of tricks on bro. Some shit I've never seen before. I did not know she had that in her bag. Sorry, I was not familiar with your game. But not gonna lie, that endurance played a key factor. And eventually it caught up to her. And Conquest took advantage of that, breaking all her armor and knocking a chunk of her face off. Then doubled back and cut through her stomach. And then the motherfucker had the nerve to say this.
So pretty. Such a waste.
No! Not gonna even lie, that's the most out of pocket shit I've ever heard. Eve is technically dead. Mark seen this and was traumatized.
Not long now, huh? If you've got anything to tell her, I wouldn't wait. Oh, too late? While I have your attention, I want to thank you, Mark. Really, I was ordered to take control of Earth by any means necessary. You did something to piss us off, and I thank you for it. This has been an immense joy.
This horny ass old man was really enjoying himself. Nah, this man is sick. This awakened a demon in Mark, and he was on go, ready to crash out by any means necessary.
I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how fast you are. I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
He launched that, bro, and ended up breaking his robotic hand, and also his as well. I know that nigga didn't even feel that with how much adrenaline he had. Conquest was like, I ain't never seen you act like this before. But before he could have thought of it, Mark ended up punching his ass again, then comboing into a kick to the face. But then Conquest bear hugged his ass and said this:
Getting mad doesn't make you stronger. That's not how it works.
Hey, not gonna lie, if it works in anime, it works in real life too. Cause Mark went full Goku and bit a chunk out of his neck. That motherfucker becoming animalistic. Hall of Fame school threat. While they over there giving a universal fade, Eve's lifeless body gets resurrected by herself. While Mark got Conquest on the ground, giving him multiple punches to the face, he seen in that distance that Eve was low-key levitating, looking like she listened to that new Playboy Cardi album. But not gonna lie, you cannot be lacking when you dealing with Conquest, cause that motherfucker grabbed him by the neck and slammed his ass to the floor. That Uno reverse was actually crazy, but he ain't gonna hit him just yet. Just peep this shit out.
I'm so lonely. All the other Viltrumites are scared of me. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable. I am a victim of my own success. Conquest. I don't even get a real name. Only a purpose.
Not gonna lie, that shit was deep. No wonder why this motherfucker's so mentally messed up in the head. My guy was a natural born school shooter, but he was like, nah, I'm done with this, and tried to end it then and there by choking his ass. But even the background got a fucking power up, looking like Dr. Manhattan's daughter was on straight DT. But yeah, she blasted a light beam at his ass, over kicking bro to the fullest. But bro is a goddamn unit. He is not dying over that. You could even see bro's muscle fibers. And bro said he's gonna make sure she's dead. I'm sick and tired tired of her bullshit, and Mark was spazzing out too. That motherfucker was moving like a straight psychopath. He again started punching his ass to the pavement, but yet again, Conquest grabbed his punch and broke his hand. But Mark finally got that dog in him, and he was like, bro, I don't need no arm, leg to fight your ass, and started using straight head. He was trying to make sure that nigga was dead, losing his sanity while at it. But not gonna lie, this shit was better than his old mindset, where he was like he didn't want to kill nobody. But not gonna lie, there is some supervillains that you really need to kill for shit to get better.
It is what it is, Vlad, man. Like, hey, look, some people need to be gone, bro. You know what I'm talking about, in order for shit to get better. He one of them.
But yeah, after he was done giving bro the craziest beating of his life, he went over to Eve and they had a little moment and shit. But yeah, after that, they had a funeral for Rex. This season was low-key peak. This shit low-key made me want to shed a tear, not gonna lie. To really keep it honest with you, I was bricked the whole time. Ugh!